Good. Good afternoon, everyone. We wanted to give an update on the snow, and I'm joined today by Lieutenant Governor Driscoll, Secretary of Public Safety and Security Gina Kwan, Colonel of the Massachusetts State Police Jeffrey Noble, Transportation Secretary and MBTA GM Phil Ang, Undersecretary and our Highway Administrator Jonathan Gulliver, and MBTA Chief Operating Officer Ryan Cahalan. First of all, I want to say that the storm, as we predicted, delivered about 1 to 2 feet across the state. It's not over yet. We expect between 1 and 5 inches to fall throughout this day. Travel conditions remain challenging, so please be careful out there as cleanup continues. And again, if you can stay off the roads, we really appreciate it, because the crews need time to clean up, and they're going to need more time to deal with whatever falls this afternoon. In terms of our work out there, Mass DOT had about 3,000 pieces of equipment out there. Most highways and major state roads are clear right now, and we're working on getting all the roads down to bare pavement. During the week, we will have equipment out in the evenings to deal with ice and other hazards that may come. But I really want to appreciate the public. We asked you to stay home. We asked you to stay off the roads. People did that, and it made a huge, huge difference to our teams and the ability to take care of what we needed to. So that work will continue. And I also want to say that the MBTA has made a lot of progress, and so normal functions will resume tomorrow. In terms of power, as we predicted, we were fortunate. This was dry snow, and so we had very few power outages. I think we have power outages today at about 300 homes, and that's sort of normal for any day. So that's the good news. Also, the grid has proven reliable. That's good news. Here's what I'd ask people to do is stay off the roads today, continue to stay home, work from home as you can. Be careful shoveling. I know everybody's out. I was out earlier shoveling. Just take it easy with that. Pace yourselves. The wind chill is still really, really strong, so we care about, and are worried about frostbite. So just make sure you dress warmly, and your kids do too, of course. Look out for your neighbors. Check in on your neighbors, especially elderly folks. Clear hydrants out from around your home so that our first responders can get to where they need to get. Follow a local guidance. A lot of towns have are out with guidance, and will be tomorrow, about any school closures or parking bans. I will say that for state employees, executive branch, we are back in office in service tomorrow. Okay, so that will resume tomorrow. But again, my appreciation to all the teams, the state teams from Mass DOT, the MBTA, State Police, DCR, and MEMA for the work that they did, and also to the DPW and all of our local personnel who worked really hard through the storm to keep us safe and clear the roads. Many, many, many thanks. We were ready, our teams were ready, and our state was ready. So good luck today with everybody clearing out from the storm. And speaking of teams, pretty great game last night. Pats are headed to the Super Bowl, so that's a good vibe and a good feeling for all of us. I know we're super pumped about that. With that, I'd like to turn it over to our Secretary of Transportation, Phil Ang.
Thank you, Governor. As the Governor said, this storm hit exactly as predicted. It was fierce, a lot of snow, blowing snow, winds, but all the preparation, all the planning that both MassDOT and MBTA did in advance paid dividends. They worked well in advance of the storm. They worked through the storm, and they're continuing to work today as we speak, continuing to clean up our roadways, continuing to fix the infrastructure and clear snow from the MBTA system. And we're seeing improvements as we go. But as the Governor said, we do ask everyone to still please stay home if you can. Stay off the roads. There's still a significant amount of clearing that has to be done, and we are expecting a little more snow throughout the day. Couple of reminders: the RMV offices, the contact center, service centers, and road tests are closed for today. I also want to remind folks that if they are flying, they should check their airlines. There have been, as we all know, significant amount of cancellations of most, if not all, flights. So that's important to bring to mind. And I think with that, I'm just going to say thank you very much to the public for heeding the advice, staying home, and allowing us to do what we need to do. Service is restored and running on all of our systems, but I'm going to let Jonathan Gulliver, Undersecretary for MassDOT, talk about highways, and then Ryan Caholen, Chief Operating Officer for MBTA, to talk about the T-Service. Jonathan?
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Governor.
All right, thank you, Secretary, and thank you, Governor and Lieutenant Governor, for the support over the last few days. Our crews really worked hard over the last 24 hours, in fact, in advance of that, and as you've heard and seen, they have done a tremendous job. The men and women of MassDOT, they always deliver on this, and as I've said repeatedly over the last few days, when a lot of folks are in the summer thinking of their upcoming cookout, our people are thinking about snow and ice and what that next storm's going to look like, and that's why we're always prepared for ones like this when they come our way. We had a full call out, again, over 3,000 pieces of equipment out on the roadways at its peak. We still have close to that out there right now. We're hoping to give some of those folks a rest in the next few hours, but there's still quite a bit of work to do. And then I'll give you kind of a quick update on what we can expect for the remainder of the day and into the next coming days. First off, crews have a lot of work left to do, both on the highways and on local city streets across the state. This was a big storm, delivered a lot of snow. We have to find places to put that snow now, so there's a lot of work going on statewide. Again, regardless if you're a local municipality or our folks on the state highway, they're pushing back those snow banks, opening up those roadways, really widening things out. Things are going to be narrow for the next few days with those big snow banks, but we're right now pushing those back and really trying to open up those roadways again, pushing back those shoulders and opening up those lanes and catch basins and other critical infrastructure on the road. As I said, we hope to give our crews a rest later on today, but we're going to be keeping quite a few folks on throughout the end of the day and into tomorrow to deal with the remaining snow that's coming our way. But also, if you're somebody who is an early morning driver, what to expect. We are dealing still with very cold temperatures on our roadways. Some of the snow that's out there right now is going to melt from what we're putting on it with the salt and the treatment. Some of that will refreeze. So we will have crews out periodically over the coming week to make sure that we're putting treatment down to try to reduce that black ice that you're likely to see first thing in the morning. But I do expect that you will see some slippery conditions, especially this afternoon with some of the remaining snow that we're getting, but also sometimes in the morning as well, and that's going to be on both local roadways and especially around places like intersections and entrance and on-ramps to our highways. So please be aware of that. Finally, before I leave the podium, I do want to give a strong reminder, if you do venture out, whether it's today or tomorrow, really, please take the time, clear off your cars. There's a lot of snow that came down. Take that extra few minutes, knock that snow off before you get on the roadways. That's a safety issue for both yourself and for the people around you, and it's certainly less work for our hardworking crews who have been out there for the last few days to clean up. So please take an extra moment, be safe and be mindful of the folks around you, and clear that snow off your roof. Now I'm going to like to invite Chief Operating Officer Ryan Caholen up to the podium to talk about what's going on at the MBTA. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan. Good afternoon. So on behalf of the entire MBTA leadership team, I want to thank all of our employees and our contractors who have been working tirelessly since early yesterday to stay ahead of this storm. This was a significant snow event that impacted all of MBTA services. But as I stand here today, I can tell you that because of that aggressive approach, services are resuming very close to normal across the entire MBTA system today. The exception being our ferry service that serves Hingham, Hull, Logan Airport, and Boston. Due to an influx of slush and ice into Hingham Harbor, we're unable to run that service today. I urge any passenger to check back to mbta.com or the MBTA Go app. We're going to closely monitor that situation tonight through the wee hours, and we'll do our best to get the information out as early as possible regarding Hingham Ferry service tomorrow. As far as the rest of MBTA services for tomorrow, we expect normal service across all subway lines, bus routes, as well as the commuter rail and paratransit. Our crews will continue to work overnight, right through the wee hours and into tomorrow's service day to make sure that those snow drifts and those big snow piles are addressed, along with the freeze-thaw cycle. With that being said, I ask any passenger or anyone on MBTA property using our stations, facilities, or services, please take your time. Please allow some extra travel time, and we appreciate all your patience over the last 24, 30 hours. This has been a huge storm, but we're here, we're running, and we're looking forward to seeing you all back on board tomorrow. With that, I'll turn it back over to Governor Healy.